Hello everyone, welcome to the Butterfly Effect channel. Today we are going to learn how to make a presentation from an article. So let's get started. Hello everyone, today I will present an article by Henry G. titled Humans Are Doomed to Go Extinct, published in Scientific American in 2021. Before we start, here's what I will talk about today. First, a bit about the author, then G's main idea, after that some key points like genetic diversity, falling fertility, overusing resources, and women's role. Then I will mention extinction depth, a few interesting details, and finish with question. Henry G. is a paleontologist and senior editor at Nature. His work mainly focuses on evolution, extinction, and the history of life on Earth. G makes a striking claim that human extinction isn't just possible, but almost inevitable, and may be sooner than we think. He supports this idea with scientific evidence and historical perspective. First, G points out that humans have very low genetic diversity. Amazingly, there is more genetic variation in small groups of chimpanzees than in the entire human population. This makes us more vulnerable to disease and environmental changes. Another concern is falling fertility. Human sperm quality has dropped dramatically in recent decades. In many countries, birth rates are already lower than death rates. G suggests possible causes like pollution and the stress of living in crowded cities. Humans use about 25 and 40% of the planet's plant productivity, which harms other species and us too. Because resources are limited, people work harder than before but have fewer children. So overconsumption also slows our own population growth. Another point G makes is about the emancipation of women. Over the past century, women gained more rights, better education, more job opportunities, and control over their own fertility. This is very positive change. But it also means women have fewer children and later in life, which leads to slower population growth. He also talks about extinction depth. This means that even if a species looks stable now, past habitat destruction can make its future extinction unavoidable. So, since humans dominate the entire planet, we may already be on this path. Now, a few things really caught my attention in G's article. For example, the world's population could start shrinking by the end of this century. Also, even though we keep growing in number, global productivity is slowing down. And finally, population might seem stable, but collapse can come faster than we think. To sum up, G argues that the human population isn't just likely to shrink slowly, it could actually collapse much faster than we expect. He connects these two factors like low genetic diversity, falling fertility, overconsumption of resources, and the hidden risk of extinction depth. In the end, he warns that human extinction might already be unavoidable. So, if we want to discuss it, we should start talking about it seriously now. Now, I would like to ask you one question. Do you think low genetic diversity really puts us at risk? Or do you think low genetic diversity really threatens our future? Here's the reference for the article I based my presentation on. Also, if you'd like to this article, the link is in the description below. Finally, I want to mention a few important points about face-to-face presentation. The first important point is mastery of the subject matter. The better you know the subject, the better you will explain it and the more effectively you will answer question. The other point is eye contact and body language. The more skilled you are at this during a presentation, the more you will influence your audience. That's all for today. See you next video. And thanks for listening.